everybody, Trey with Seeger Toyota here, coming today live to bring you a video of this beautiful 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser. But before I talk about the 2024 Land Cruiser, let's talk about some of the heritage with Toyota. Starting all the way back in 1951, the United States military commissioned all major auto brand makers to design a rugged off-road vehicle to be used for military use. Toyota designed what was later deemed the BJ Jeep. Now, unfortunately, this wasn't picked to be used for the US military, and that blueprint was scrapped. However, after making a couple more renditions of the Land Cruiser, in 1958, they released the FJ40 into the US markets. Now, since we've talked about the heritage of the Land Cruiser, let's go ahead and talk about the heritage on this 2024 Land Cruiser. Starting with these beautiful square headlights that pay homage to the FJ62 Land Cruiser. Now, if you find yourself in a 1958 edition or a first edition of the Land Cruiser, you're going to notice a circular headlight. Those are actually going to go all the way back to the 1958 FJ40. Also included in all trims is this beautiful heritage grille that goes all the way back to that 1958 edition. If you look through the old Toyota pictures, you're going to see this grille throughout the decades. Onto the body styling, in 1967, Toyota released the station wagon Land Cruiser with a very large, broad, square body that turned heads all over the place. That is why this Land Cruiser is designed to look the way that it looks, with these beautiful 20-inch wheels and a large color palette, and a couple that even pay homage to the old colors like Heritage Blue and Trail Dust. Now that we've talked about all the exterior stuff on the Land Cruiser, let's talk about the rugged roots of the Land Cruiser and the heritage that is based on its authenticity and capability. To start with that, I'm going to talk about the powertrain on the 2024 Land Cruiser. Comes standard with a 2.4 liter inline-4 turbocharged hybrid motor delivering 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of instant torque at 1700 RPM. That paired with an 8-speed transmission will get you a combined 23 miles per gallon and a max towing capacity of up to 6,000 pounds. That's pretty impressive. Talking about the outside of this Land Cruiser and all the performance capabilities of the Land Cruiser, let's go ahead and stop for a second so I can tell you all about all the beautiful luxury on the interior. Hey everybody, Trey with Seeger Toyota, back on the interior of this 2024 Land Cruiser. Starting here with this beautiful leather-wrapped heated steering wheel. We've got Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 with blind spot monitoring, automatic cruise control, rear cross traffic alert, and a bunch of other safety features that your insurance company is going to love. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connected seamlessly with the Toyota app and all the connected services. Optional heated and cooled seats. Just a second. Dual climate control, mode selector with normal, eco, and sport modes. Center locks and rear axle locks with Stabilibar control, and dang it, man. You know, there's just so many features to go over in this Toyota Land Cruiser. I keep getting flustered and forgetting what I'm talking about. So let's go back over here and let's talk about some of the things you're gonna see on this Land Cruiser. We've got a beautiful 12.3-inch media display and a 12.3-inch driver display. Now, in the 1958 editions, those are gonna be a little smaller with an 8-inch and a 7-inch display. But on the Land Cruiser and the Land Cruiser First Edition, you're gonna get these 12.3-inch displays. A couple other optional things will be sunroofs on the premium package or the First Edition. Huge center console with a ton of space. Really nice glove boxes with tons of room in there, and a bunch of other things you're going to see in this Land Cruiser. The reason we got in here is because I wanted to talk about all the luxury and beauty that you're going to see inside the Land Cruiser, because for the last section of this video, we're actually going to talk about one of our biggest competitors sitting right here in front of me. Let's go ahead and get on that. Speaking of competitions for the 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser, I've got this beautiful Ford Bronco Sport. Now, these do pale in comparison in some aspects, such as price point. The Bronco does have a lower price point, and those doors do come off. But let's talk about what's important to everybody who wants to own a vehicle like this, and that's going to be performance. The 2.3-liter turbocharged system that's in this Ford Bronco is only going to give you 300 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque, versus the 2.4-liter turbocharged hybrid system in the Land Cruiser, which, like I said earlier, delivers 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque instantly at 1700 RPM. I'm not even going to get inside this Bronco because, honestly, nothing compares to this Toyota Land Cruiser. And if you want to talk about heritage and the right choice, The Land Cruiser is it for me all day long, folks. Everybody have a beautiful day, and thank you for choosing Seeger Toyota.